Welcome to Home Organizing for Beginners. I'm Tammy, your home organizing educator. In each episode, I share a microscopic home organizing topic. That just means it's something you can implement today from start to finish if you so choose. Today's microscopic home organizing topic is how to enjoy the holiday season. Have you enjoyed the holiday season so far? Christmas is really just around the corner, and if I'm completely honest with you, this holiday season has not been one of the best. It's been this kind of on and off over the years where one Christmas I'll feel good, and the holiday season is what I feel it should be. And then, like this year, it isn't clicking. I still don't have all my decorations up, and Christmas is a few days from now. And I just feel frustrated. And there's reasons that the tree's not up. Well, the tree is up. There's reasons all the decorations aren't up, and it's fine, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel the way that I want it to feel. And I am wondering if you have some of that going on too. I have talked to a handful of moms where they're like, oh, my husband absolutely loves Christmas. And that's kind of where they leave the sentence. They're like, oh, yeah, I like it too. But, as moms, I think we just take so much on through the holiday season and really all year long. Like we just put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And I think one of the culprits is perfectionism. It really does run rampant for me. And as my kids have gotten older, I see it in them. I see it in them too. And it's, yeah, it's just like a realization for me, when you can see things in your kids that you yourself have struggled with, like it just puts this whole different spin on it and maybe more of a sense of urgency to find a solution so that you can help your kids with it, right? So I'm not trying to make you feel worse than you may already feel about the holiday season. I truly want it to feel magical, but I believe I've proven over and over again that the magic doesn't just happen. Like we have to take action. So I'm already planning for next year. So in order for something to change, we really have to change something ourselves. So that's why I'm planning for next year. We just can't keep doing what we've done before and expect the results to be different, right? So instead of going through everything as is and kind of going with the flow next year, you can reflect on how the holiday season has gone so far and decide now how you want things to be next year. In this episode, you learn why it's okay to make a change and how to plan for a better holiday next year. So, why is it okay to make a change? I believe it's true that if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy, right? So, if we are happy, everyone else stands a chance too. So we truly are able to set the stone. We truly are able to set the tone for our home anytime, but especially during the holiday season. We just have to think that we can and believe that we can, and that we really kind of are in control of the tone of our home. So when we feel that everything has to be perfect in order to enjoy the season, then so will our family. And perfectionism is not real, it's not attainable. When we work hard to make everything perfect for everyone, we wind up getting upset when things that are out of our control, they just don't turn out as we expected. I mean, we can't control the reactions of other people. We can't control whether Amazon delivers on time or not, right? And if you're planning everything at the last minute like I am this year, there are some gifts that are not making it on time, and I didn't realize it until this morning. So there's always some small little thing that causes this seemingly unwarranted explosion for our family. And maybe you're not exploding, but maybe you're just kind of bubbling under the surface. And at some point, somebody's going to notice, and it's not what you want to happen. So let's not do that. And let's not let that happen next year. So how to enjoy the holiday season. So I have 4 steps for you here, and this is something you can do today if you so choose. It's not going to necessarily change Christmas this year, but it will set you up for success for any holiday season that you are diving into and trying to make perfect. So, number one, it is time to assess what you've liked about this holiday season so far and what you haven't. Basically, we're going to sort through the facts and the feelings by making a list. One side of the list is what has gone well or felt good, and the other side is what has not gone well or not felt good. There's no wrong way to do this. Just write it down, type it up, whatever works best for you. Step number two, now that you've gotten it all out of your head and onto paper, you can review it in order to make different decisions. So you can go through that list and decide what you are not going to commit to doing next year. Decide today, because these feelings, they're real, they're right now. By next year, by November of next year, you're not really necessarily going to remember the urgency of the feelings that you're having right now. So perhaps like going to a work Christmas party was something that you didn't enjoy, or it took too much time and it's just not important to you. Cross that off the list. Say you're not going to do it next year. Maybe you made cookies for your kids to take to school. And while that was a really nice thing to do, it took more time away from other things that you really wanted to do, right? So if it's not something that you want to do, don't commit to doing it next year. Step number three, review the list for what you want to keep doing next year, right? So we know what we don't want to do. Now we also know what we for sure want to do that we have been doing. It's not what you have to do, but it's what you want to do. Step number four, this is the last one. Add things to the list that you didn't do, but you really wanted to do. I really want everybody to feel welcome in our home during this season. And I want to have a day where my kids invite all of their friends, maybe even some of their friends' family members. They come, they hang out, we decorate cookies. I think I might buy the pre-cut cookies. I don't know. I do like to bake, but sometimes there's just not enough time, right? So I want to have this day where everybody just comes and hangs out and has fun. We have snacks, we have food, we have drinks. Maybe we do a small white elephant gift exchange, just something fun. We play games, we watch movies, maybe just a couple of weeks before Christmas. It's a busy time, but my kids can exchange gifts with their friends. Otherwise, it's like, when are you going to get together with your boyfriend and his family and do the Christmas thing? And sometimes it ends up being after Christmas. And I love the idea of everybody coming to our home. So that's something I'm adding to my list for next year. Okay, so let's review those items really fast. First, you're going to basically get everything you're thinking out onto paper. You're going to assess and review what's gone well, what hasn't gone well. And now, after you get it all out of your head, you're going to go through the list and decide what you don't want to do next year. And then you're going to decide what you still want to do next year. And then last, you're going to have that list of what you want to add for next year. Okay, so now there's one important thing is you have to tuck it away in a place you can find it the end of October, beginning of November for next year. So if you have a planner or you have a calendar that you're consistently using year over year, this is where you tuck it away. And then it's available for you when you start planning the holiday season for next year. So the holiday season isn't about the gifts you give or the gifts you get. Instead, it's truly about Jesus's birth and celebrating our salvation. The world has put a completely different spin on it, but no matter what, it's truly a time to come together with others that you enjoy being with, whether that's friends or family. It's a time of forgiveness and understanding, not just a time to tolerate others, but really giving them grace, right? So take that list you've made, tuck it into your planner for next November 1st so that you can revisit how you truly want to enjoy your holiday season. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you have a fun and productive weekend and Christmas. I will be back here next Friday sharing tangible and simple instructions about home organizing, cleaning, and time management. I'll see you then. Thanks for listening to Home Organizing for Beginners. Are you to the point where you just want someone to come into your home to get it clean and organized? I get it. Daily life so easily has us feeling like we're running around like chickens with their heads cut off, right? What if you could learn how to clean and organize your home in a truly effective and lasting way? Is that something you would be interested in? In the online course, Home Organizing for Beginners, that is exactly what I teach you. It's so important when cleaning and organizing your home to consider how you and your family live life each day. It's a must in order to set yourself up for success with a home that you can whip back into shape anytime life gets out of control. Because it's guaranteed that life will get out of control, right? So, home organizing for beginners will give you confidence in your ability to organize your home. It's going to allow your newfound confidence to show your kids that they can be organized too, even though they're going to fight you every step of the way. Home organizing for beginners gives you foolproof steps to creating a clean and organized home that you will be proud to welcome others into whenever they stop by unannounced. It also gives you time to spend how you choose. For me, that extra time has been spent studying the Bible, it's spent praying, and this has helped me bring true peace and joy into our home. To learn more, go to homeorganizingforbeginners.com.